La Yash Ya Yasha Allah.
La Yasha Allah.
La Yasha Allah. It's like my throat got dry. Amaja, which means to stand. Wapadyam Hakadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakutka. Sabbath. Ratazayik. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Barataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Thundernow. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakinaw. Kabawatinaw. Kasalakinaw. Kabawatinaw. Wala'ah. Tabiyayinaw. Banasaya 1. Ball. Hawashaynaw. Mayan. Rye. Kaya. Laka. Hamalaka. Wa'ala. Watapara. La'alayamin. Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. We want to say, I'll cock the power in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua. Baba Kashah. Nathanaw. Hakak. La Kal Wakal Marawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakak. Lahakim. Hamathi. Hakak. Arakawa. Hatam Allah. Lagarshun. By Hashem Yahushua. For what I'm on. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. We're going to say, bless Israel in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua. Barak Wayasha Allah. Wahabayah. Sapari. Barak. Rapah. Magun. By Hashem Yahushua. What Aman. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Asha. Ayanya. Ahahoi. Mayan. Yaba'ah. Aizori. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shemayim. Warataza. Ayathan. Number what? Regalka. Ayanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashun. Sharamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yah. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaika. Wayara. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makara. Yashamar. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'afka. Wabu'afka. Ma'aitha. Ma'aitha. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even furthermore. So be it. We're going to say Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damayilaka,
Al-Damayilaka,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Thashakwa,
Al-Thashakwa,
Al-Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Al-Yabika,
Al-Yabika,
Yahama Yuwan,
Yahama Yuwan,
Wamashanayika,
Wamashanayika,
Nasha'awa,
Nasha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Aimaka,
Al-Aimika,
Ya'arayamba,
Yarayamwa,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayathaya'itas,
Wayathaya'itas,
Al-Tasapawanyaka,
Al-Tazapawanika,
Amaru,
Amaru,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakaki,
Munakaki,
Magoya,
Magalia,
Wala'at,
Wala'ah,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Shamya Sha'al,
Shamya Sha'ala,
Aiwa,
Aiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawaitis,
Nawaitis,
La,
La,
Yakawa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Waya,
Waya,
Yakarafa,
Yakarafa,
Ahoya,
Ahaya,
Arawam,
Adawam,
Wayashma'awi,
Wayashma'ayim,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagari,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'malak,
Wa'malak,
Parashah,
Palashah,
I'm the Shabbat,
I'm the Shabbat,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawa,
Ashawa,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aimam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labunya
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishilaham,
Kayami,
Kamadi,
oh sorry, Kamadi,
Kamadi,
Kasai Sara'at,
Kasaya Sara'ah,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Koyashawan,
Koyashawan,
Nashamaru,
Nashamaru,
Ba'ayanda Ira,
Ba'ayanda Ira,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
the Man,
the
Aramah,
Ladama,
Shaytamwa,
Shaitamwa,
Nadiyamu,
Nadiyamwa,
Kaira,
Kaira,
because of Abba,
because of Abba,
because of Bak,
because of Bach,
Wakata Zamanai,
Wakata Zamanai,
Kana say Yakamwa,
Kaladasaya Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amara,
Amara,
Naya Rashad,
Naya Rashad,
Lanawa,
Lanawa, Af,
Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
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 Shayatamwa,
Shaitama,
Kagagla,
Kagagla,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Rakah,
Lapanya Rakah,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Saba'ira Ya'ira,
the Ba'ira Ya'ira,
Wakala Haba,
Wakala Haba,
Thalahat,
Thalahat,
Haryam,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Zaradat,
Zaradat,
Basa'ira,
Basa'ira,
Wabasa Wapath,
Wabasa Wapatha,
the Bahalam,
the Bahalam,
Mala'at,
Mala'at,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayabakwashu,
Wayabakwashu,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawi,
Wayabahawa,
Ayah, Wayakapawa,
Wayakapawa,
Wayabadu,
Wayabadu,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shimka,
Shimka,
it's like
Yahawa,
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 Labarka,
Labarka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Al-Kaharata,
Al-Kaharata,
Tawaramah.
Tawaramah. Keep not thy sound, so Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off. From being a nation. The name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites of Moab. And Hagarim. Gebal and Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kishon. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red. Their likes of Ed. Yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Hold my power. Make them like the wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it.
We're going to say the blessings in the Hebrew. Repeat after me. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Mataza Bayah.
Mataza Bayah.
Alawap Yahanna.
Alawap Yahanna.
Ha Alawap.
Ha Alawap.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kwaziyoyim.
Ha Kwaziyoyim.
Ha Koyayoyim.
Ha Koyayoyim.
Wa Kakwathim.
Wa Kwathim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
Duwaraman.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels. Commander General Yahanna.
Commander General Yahanna.
The generals. So like the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. We're going to say the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathens that speak against us. Thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evil and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose treasure of the rich of Israel. They refuse to get to the school, force their riches, to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evil and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and their nations, the drug dealers, the courses, prison, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasco the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, cable access channels, and a radio channel. Convict the spirit of many of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way, or try and stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel come down with flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be known. It's like it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world, causing to shake it thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you always. So be it.
Saw, which means to turn. Yushabi, which means to be seated.
Go ahead. All right. Up here, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, be seated. Slack, have the brother come in as well. Yeah, for water. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham to all the Akim, Yahweh Shema Athem Hashem Yahushua to all the Akwafim. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and the Commanding General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible, and the truth is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, and that our oppressor, the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're not affiliated with any other Christian church or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home of the truth. It's not under Commanding General Yahanna. It is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Before we get started, let's up here at Macho, which means yeah. There we go. Good right here. Trooper Ragashi Allah, present thyself.
Trooper Ragashi Allah.
I don't say the rank, just say name.
Oh,
stand out on my Shabbat. Boom.
Ragashi Allah, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Ragashi Allah, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham. Shabbat, which means be seated. We're going to continue on where we left off last week. We're going to continue on where we left off last week. We're going to get in the Hebrew first. But before we get in the Hebrew first, let's go ahead and like that sounds. If we could. I just want to hear that.
Yeah, something.
Oh, yeah, you guys go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. start it out. Genesis 45, 15 through 21. I'm going to get this in Hebrew. Genesis 45 and 15. Waya Nashak, Lakal, Akiwa, Waya Bak, Alaham, Wa Aharia, Khan, Dabarwa, Akiwa, Afwa, verse 16. Waha Hwal, Nashamai, Bayath, Para I, La'amar, Ba'awa, Akia, Yawasap, Waya Yatab, Ba'ayanya, Para I, Waba Ayanya, Ibadua, verse 17, Waya Amar, Para I, Al, Yawasap, Amar, Al, Akiaka, Za'ath, Aishawa, Ta Ainawa, Ath, Ba'ai, Yarakam, Wala Walakwa, Ba'awa, Arataza, Na Saket Kana'ain. Verse 18. Wa Hohawa, Ath, Abba Yakam, Wa'ath, Bath-Yakam, Wa Ba'awa, Alya, Wa Thana, Lakam, Ath, Tawab, Arataza, Matazarium, Wa Akawa, Ath, Khalab, Ha'arataza, verse 19. Wa Tha, Taza Wayatha, Za'ath, Aishawa, Kwakahwa, Lakam, Ma Arataza, Matazarium, Iga Lawath, Lata Pakam, Wala Nashyakam, Nash Atham, Ath, Abayakam, Wa Atham. Verse 20. Wa'ayannakam, Al, Thakasa, Al, Kal Yakam, Kaya, Tawab, Kal, Rataza, Matazarium, Lakam, Hawa'a, verse 21. Waya Aishawa, Khan, Banya, Yasha'ala, Waya Thun, Laham, Yawasap, Iga Lawath, Al, Paya, Para I, Waya Thun, Laham, Tazada, Lada Rock. All right, we're going to read the same passage in English. Genesis 45, 15 through 21.
Genesis 45, verse 15. Moreover, he kissed all his brethren and wept unto them. And after that, his brethren talked with him. Verse 16. And the fame thereof was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brethren are come, and it pleased Pharaoh well, and his servants. Verse 17. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, say unto thy brethren, this do ye lad your beast, and go get you unto the land of Canaan. Verse 18. And take your father and your household, Salakia, and come unto me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and ye shall eat the fat of the land. Mm-hmm. Verse 19. Now thou art commanded, this do ye, take ye wagons out of the land of Egypt, for your little ones and for your wives, and bring your father and come. Verse 20. Also regard not your stuff, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours. Verse 20.
Real quick. So he's saying, all right, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Go grab your pops. You know what I'm saying? Go and bring them back over here. You're going to live off the fat of the land of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Right. And he said, don't even worry about the stuff that you had over there. Don't even worry about any of that stuff. You come over here, you're gonna get some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the gist of what he's saying. Just go grab your peoples, whoever's still left over there, bring them over here, and we're gonna rock it out over here. All right, let's keep going.
Verse 21. And the children of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and gave them provision for the way.
So again, this is how we got into the land of Egypt. This is how we got into the land of Egypt. Pharaoh said, go and grab your stuff and come on over here. All right. This is just letting y'all know how we wound up, leaving Egypt. You know what I'm saying? But this is the precursor of how we got in there. It was because Pharaoh rocked with Joseph, I.S.U.P.K in Hebrew, and that was his people. So he was like, nah, man, y'all ain't got to stay over there. Y'all just come over here. You know what I'm saying? Is that it? Most High in Christ. All right, we're going to get this next passage, Genesis 45, 22 through 28. If you could take that over, Kagar.
Genesis chapter 45, verse 22 in Hebrew. La Kalam, Nathan, La Yash, Kalapwa. It's like it. Shamalah. Wala Bun.
Yumna.
I can't get that out. It's like Nathan, Shalash, Ma'awaf, Sapat. It's like it. Kasap. Wakamash, Kalapaf. It's like Kalapaf. Shamalah, verse 23. Wala Abayua.
Wala Abiyua.
Oh, sorry. Wala Abayua. Shalak. Kaza'af. Aishara. Kamarium. Nasha Ayum. Matawab. Matazarium. Or Matazarium. Wa Aishar. Wa Thun. That's like it. Athanath. It's not good. Nasha'af. It's a bara bar.
Bara.
Bara. Walakam.
But it is a bar.
Okay, come
so,
on. Got you. Walakam. Wamazawan. La Bayawa. La Abua. Sorry. La Rock. Verse 24. Waya Shalak. Akayua. Akyua. Waya Lakwa. Waya Amar. Alaham. Al. Daragazawa. But Badarak. Verse 25. Waya Awa. Mamam Tazarian. Waya Ba'awa. Al-Rataza. Canaan. I know that's Canaan. Canaan. It's like it. Al. Ya'ikwa. Abba Yahum. Verse 26. Waya Gadawa. Waya Gadwa. It's like it. Lawa. La'amar. Iwad. Yawasap. Kaya. Wakaya. Hawa'a. Malah. It's like Mashal. Bakal, right? Bakal. Al-Rataza. Matazarium. Waya Pak.
Waya Paga.
Oh, separate. Waya Paga. Labawa. Labwa. Kaya. La'a. Ha'a Mayan. Laham. Verse 27. Waya Dabawa. Ala Yawa. Af. Kal. Dabaria. Waya Yawasap. Ashar. Dabar. It's like Alaham. Wayara.
Wayara.
Wayara. Ha'ai Galawath. Right?
Ha'ai Galwath.
Ashar. Shalak. Yawasap. Lasha'af. Athwa. Athwa. Wathakaya. Rawa.
It's like a Wathakya.
Okay, that's together. I see it. Wathakya. Rawak. Ya'ikwa. Abba Yahum. Verse 28. Waya Amar, Yasha'ala, Rabah, Iwad, Yawasap, Bunya, Kaya, Alaka, is it Alakaha?
Alaka.
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 Ka.
Oh, sorry. Ka. Not Ka. Gotcha. Alaka. Wa'a Ra'anwa. Bataram. I'm a waf.
Most High in Christ. All right, we're going to read the same passage in English. It's Genesis chapter 45, 22 through 28.
Genesis 45, verse 22. To all of them, he gave each man changes of raiment. But to Benjamin, he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of raiment. Verse 23. And to his father, he sent after this manner 10 asses laden with the good things of Egypt, and 10 she asses laden with corn and bread and meat for his father by the way.
So he giving him riches and food. You know what I'm saying? Just to come through. You know what I'm saying? Because it's famine where they are. He sent his sons out to go to places where they can, stake out a place where they can survive. So wherever they are, they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? They're starving. So he's sending food just so they can have food on the way. Let's keep going.
Verse 24. So he sent his brethren away, and they departed, and he said unto them, see that ye fall not out by the way. Verse 25. And they went up out of Egypt and came into the land of Canaan unto Jacob their father. Verse 26. And told him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not.
So he's saying they went back to his father and said, yo, your favorite son is still alive. Not only is he alive, but he the damn president. You know what I'm saying? Where the most wealthiest, the most powerful land in the region, probably the world at that point in time. He's in charge of damn near everything. There's only one man ahead of him, and that's your son. He was like, nigga, you lying. Stop playing with me. I'm too old for this. why you messing with me? Right? So let's keep reading.
Verse 27. And they told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said unto them. And when he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob, their father, revived.
So he was like, hold up. You serious? Then he saw all this stuff, that was coming through with food and wealth and all this other stuff. He was like, oh, they might not be lying. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen it was a meme. It's a meme that's going around now. If anybody's seen, it was like the Lord of the Rings, where this old man, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, you see the milk in his eyes, he can't see and whatnot. And then he just like gets revived and he turns young again. That's how his, when I hear this, that's what I envision. You know what I'm saying? He sees this, and now his heart is being revived. His youth is returning to him. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading.
Verse 28. And Israel said, it is enough. Joseph, my son, is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die.
Most High in Christ. All right. I'm going to get this next one. Genesis 46, 1 through 7. I'm going to get into Hebrew first. Genesis 46 in chapter 46 and verse 1. Waya Sa'ai, Yasha'ala. Wakal, Ashar, Lawa, Waya Ba'ara, Shabai, Waya Zabakyam, La'al, Lahaya, Abiwa, Yataza Kwa. Verse 2, Wayamar, Alahayim, La Yasha'ala, Bama Ra'ath, Hala Yala, Wayamar, Ya Iquab, Wayamar, Hananya, verse 3, Wayamar, Anakya, Ha'al, Alahaya, Abyaka, Af, Thaya Ra'ah, Marada, Matazar Yama, Kaya, Laga Waya. Got a wall. Ashik Yamak Shum. Verse 4. Anakia. Arad. Imaka. Matazaria Ma. Wa Anakia. Ilak. Gum. Ila. Waya Wasap. Yasha Yath. Yadwa. Al. Ayunyaka. Verse 5. Waya Quam. Yaiquab. Maba Ara. Shabai. Waya Sha'awa. Bunya. Yasha'ala. Ath. Yaiquab. Abyaham. Wa'ath. Tapum. Wa'ath. Nasha Yahum. Ba'ai Galwath. Ashar. Shalak. Para'ai. Lasha'ath. Athwa. Verse 6. Waya Kwakwa. Ath. Makwan Yahum. Wa'ath. Raka Washam. Ashar. Raka Rakashwa. Ba'arataza. Kana'ain. Waya Ba'awa. Matazarya Ma. Ya'aiqua. Wakal. Zaraiwa. Athwa. Verse 7. Bunyawa. Wa Bunya. Bunyawa. Athwa. Banathiwa. Wa Banawath. Bunyawa. Wakal. Zaraiwa. Haba Ya'a. Athwa. Matazarya Ma. That's it. We're going to read the same passage in English. Genesis 46, 1 through 7.
Genesis 46, verse 1. And Israel took his journey with all that he had, and came to Beersheba, and offered sacrifices unto the God of Salakia, God of his father Isaac. Verse 2. And God spake unto Israel in all Salakia, in the visions of the night, and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, Here I am. Verse 3. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation. Verse 4. I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again. And Joseph shall put his hand upon thine eyes.
Hold on, read that last part. Go up one verse, Baba Kishar, and read
it. Genesis 46, verse 3. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation.
So he's saying, don't worry about nothing. Go into Egypt. First of all, he says, I'm the God of your father. So you know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Right. And once you go into Egypt, don't worry about going into Egypt. I'm going to make you a great nation once you get there. Keep going.
Verse 4. I will go down with thee into Egypt.
So he's saying, I'm going with you. So you ain't got to worry about a thing. That's something that Christian church doesn't really, teach us. First of all, Christian church doesn't teach us that he's our God. He's the God of our fathers.
Right.
And if they say it, but they don't believe it.
Right.
If God is with you, no one could be against you.
Right.
And I mean, they can be against you, but it's to their downfall. You know what I'm saying? So they're going. He's going with them. So they really ain't got to worry about nothing. You go in there with the air of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Dare I say arrogance? Because when God is with you, who's gonna touch you? Let's keep reading.
And I will also surely bring thee up again, and Joseph shall put his hand upon thine eyes.
So he's saying, you're gonna see your son. You know what I'm saying? You thought he was dead all this time, all these years, but you're gonna see him again. Keep going.
Verse 5. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father and their little ones and their wives in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. Verse 6, and they took their cattle, their goods, which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7, his sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed brought he with him into Egypt.
Most High in Christ. So he's saying all his kinfolk, all his family, he didn't leave not near a person behind. You know what I'm saying? All his kin, he brought him into Egypt with him, right? We're going to get some more on this. Genesis 46, 8 through 14. You can get that, Kagar?
Come. Genesis chapter 46, verse 8 in Hebrew. Wa Allah, Shemawath, Bunya, Yasha Allah, Haba Ayam, Matazari Yama, Ya'ikwa, Wabun Yawa.
It's like real quick. Ya'ikwa is Jacob.
Come. Ya'ikwa, Wabun Yawa, Bakar, Ya'ikwa, Ra'a Wabun, verse 9. Wabunya, Ra'a Wabun, Ra'a Wabun, Ka Nawak, Wapalawa, Wa'a, right?
Mm-hmm. Wa'a, yeah.
Wa'a, Waka Tazarian.
Tazaran.
Oh, Tazaran. Wakaram, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. Wabunya, Shema Iwan, Ya Mawa'ala,
Wa'al.
Wa'al, slightly. Wa'yam Yun, Wa'a, is it all separate, right? Wa'ahada, Wa'ahad. Wa'ahad. Waya Kayan, Wataza Kara, Washa Awal, Bun, Hakana'ain Yath. Verse 11. Wabunya, Lawaya. Is it lawyer? Yeah, lawyer, right?
Lawaya.
Oh, Lawaya. Garashwan. Kahath. Okay. Wama Rariah. Mamara Raya. Verse 12. Wabunya. Yahawada. Ira. Wa'awanan. So like
Wa'awanan.
Wa'awanan. Washala. Waparataza. Wazarak. Wayamath. Ira. Wa'awanan. Ba'arataza. Kana'ain. Wa Yahayawa. Bunya. Parataza. Karatazarian.
Katazari.
Katazaran. The water.
Mm-hmm.
Waka Mawal.
Wakam
Wawal. Verse 13. Wabunya. Yashashkara, right? Yashashkar. Fa Walai. Wapa Waha. What's it? Wapawa.
Yeah.
Wapawa. Wayawab. Washamarwan. Mashararan. So like verse 14. Wabunya. Zabalwan. Sarad. Wa'awan, right? Wa'awa Lawan.
Yeah.
Wa'awa Lawan. Waya Kala'al.
Most High Christ. All right. We're going to read the same passage in English. Genesis 46, 8 through 14.
Genesis 46, verse 8. And these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt, Jacob and his sons, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and the sons of Reuben, Hannah and Phalu, and Hezron, and Carmi. Verse 10, and the sons of Simeon, Jemuel, and Jamin, and Ohad, and Jachin, and Zohar, and Shaal. The son of a Canaanitish woman. Verse 11. And the sons of Levi, Jershon, Kohath, and Merari. Verse 12. And the sons of Judah, and Onan, and Shelah, and Pharez, and Zara. But and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Pharez were Hezron and Hamal. Verse 13. And the sons of Issachar, Tula, and Fuva, and Job, and Shimron. Verse 14. And the sons of Zebulun, Sered, and Elon, and Jalil. Is that right, sir?
Jalil. Yeah, Jalil.
And Jalil.
Most High in Christ. All right, we're gonna read the same passage in English. This next passage in Hebrew, which is Genesis 46:15 through 21. I'm gonna take this next one. If anybody has any questions online, go ahead and type it in. We're gonna get to it. If anybody has any questions in here, you can raise it. You got a question, sis?
For the Hebrew, how do you know what the connectors
mean? That's a good question. So sis was like, are you looking at the Hebrew? Okay, so I asked that question one time, because we put the connectors under the, just to make it, just to let everybody know how to pronounce a certain word. It's a little bit easier. What are you reading? Are you reading it in the Paleo, or are you reading it in the Syrian?
It's the Syrian way.
Okay, the Syrian. Okay, so the Syrian is a little bit easier because with the Syrian, they'll have two. Some of them will have two separate writings for the same letter, and when you see one letter, I would say, for lack of a better word, when you see one symbol, like a ba, not a ba. Hold on. Like ka. Hold on. Let me get it because I have it right here too.
Yes, if I could too. But the Syrian, they have like 4 characters that have a beginning.
Characters. That's what I was. Yeah. And so hold on. So like real quick. So like the ka. Like the ka. The ka has two. There's certain symbols that have two different ones. So like the ka, if you see a certain ka, you'll know that it's not connected. If you see that other one, you'll know it's connected, right? So that's with the Syrian. As far as the Paleo, like we're reading out of a Paleo, Bible right here, it doesn't have the connectors. What I was told was, you're just gonna have it's a little bit of practice, right? Just a little bit of practice. Some of them you can tell where it has prefixes and suffixes, and a lot of the prefixes would begin with a wa, a ya, a ma, a ha, something like that. If you see that at the end of it, particularly at the end of it, you'll know that stands alone, and whatever is before it is not connected to that last one, right? So you'll see a prefix or a suffix. So if you see a wa or a ha or something like that in the beginning and end, those are the prefix and the suffix, and whatever's in the middle is most of the time connected. So you understand what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of practice to actually, you know, when you read it, you'll see it, because you'll see those words, you know, over and over again. Like bun means son, and when you see a wa bun, it'll be a wa, and the bun is separate. So it's not the wa is not connected with the b, and you know what I'm saying?
For the Assyrian, it has like a dash before it. I mean after.
Nah, it doesn't have a dash. It may look like that, but that's the actual character. Yeah, that's an actual character. It's
It normally space it.
Yeah. So when you see it, it'll be spaced out. So especially, you know, I'm not gonna say in particular, but each word, it'll have 3 or 4 characters in that word, and then the next word will be, you know, it'll be a space, and then the next word.
So there was one verse that we were reading, and it had the little dash before it gave the rest of the word.
What verse was it?
Let me see. It was before we started going over the sun.
I probably a word like Canaan when it was spelling Canaan. I know in the Syrian, it got a dash like Khan, not I, so you can pronounce it out. Because that one she got is it does a dash, so you can pronounce it the correct way.
Verse 8, sir.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, so whenever it's a dash, it's telling you how to sound it out properly if you know how to read it in the paleo. So that dash is telling you to split it so it can come out right like Kana Ain. So that dash be right there for Ain. It's just to help you pronounce it out better.
So you're saying it's in verse 8, and what are you reading? What app is that?
So this is the Blue Letter Bible.
Okay.
And then
you got that on your?
Yeah, but I think mine's not updated to where it got that Assyrian because they updated.
Oh, they updated.
Yeah,
Okay.
They update every time.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. I'm just.
So like you said, it does have a lot of little.
Yeah, kind of. You on the side.
Little characters and stuff underneath the Hebrew letter, and that's what made me ask the question.
Underneath the Hebrew letter. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to take a look. Let me just see what's going on.
Little dots and signs and stuff.
Okay, so is that what you're talking about? The dash is under it, or is it? Okay, so this one.
That one right there.
That one right there.
Because that's a dash. Correct. That's not a Hebrew letter.
No, that's not a Hebrew letter. That is not a Hebrew letter. Assyrian, I would say. Assyrian. But, you know, these dots at the bottom, that goes with... it's not how the way we, you know... I would say it's... you ever see a different language where... I think Spanish has it, where they have like the accent on top. That's what those dots, you know, on the bottom represent. But we don't use them at all. You know what I'm saying? As far as that dash, I've never seen that before. I can't really say I've never seen that before. I can I've never seen that before, but I can ask, you know, as far as what's going on.
I have seen this exact, like the dots and all of that. I have seen this through the Friday Teachers of Hebrew Language class for the Lashawan Kodash. Also, Rabban has it looks almost just like this.
Okay. Rabban on UK. Yeah, he be doing this UK, right? Yeah, he be doing this thing.
I never got a chance to ask him what it meant.
Give him a shout. Ask him, you know, when just type it out. You know, like, hey, what's the accents? I want to say those are the accents on the bottom. I think that's what they're called. But ask him what are the dots, the symbol, the meaning of them on the bottom. Yeah. Where are we? We're reading in English, or we're in
the Hebrew.
We're in the Hebrew.
Kind of concept.
Did we start or not yet?
We're at
15.
Kind of concept.
Okay. Genesis 46,
verse 15
and 15. Big Lando says, you know, y'all straight. We are 100% straight. Are you? You have to ask that. Whoever's not, not in the truth. Just let you know we are. Why are you asking?
Big land though.
Why are you asking? All right, where we at? Verse 15. Allah, Banya, La'a, Ashar, Yala Da, Ya'ikwab, Bapadan, Aram, Wa'ath, Dadi, Slakia, Dayana, Bathwa, Kal, Napash, Bunyawa, Wabun, Wath Yawa, Shalashim, Wa Shalash, verse 16. That's some numbers. Shalash. Verse 16. Wabunya, God, Tazap Yawan. Wa Chagya, Shawanya, what is a bun? Araya, wa Aradia, wa Alya, verse 17. Wabunya, Ashar, Yamana, Waya, Washa, Wayash, Waya, Waba Ra'aya, Washarach, Aktham, Wabunya, Bara Ya'ai, Chabar, Wamalak Ya'al. Verse 18, Allah, Banya, Zala Pa, Ashar, Nathan, Laban, La'a, Bathwa, Watha, Lad, Ath, Allah, Laya, Iquab, Shashash, Aishara, Napash, verse 19, Bunya, Rachal, Ashath, Ya'ikwab, Yawasap, Wabunyam, Yamana, verse 20, Waya, Walad, Laya, Wasap, Ba'arataza, Matazarium, Ashar, Yala Da, Lawa, Asa, Nath, Bath, Pawatya, Para'ai, Kahan, Ana, Ath, Manasha, Wa'ath, Aparium. Verse 21. Wabunya, Bun, Ya, Mana, La, it's like a Bala'ai, Wa, Bakar, Wa, Shabal, Gara'ah, Wana, I, Mana, Akya, Wa, Ra'ash, Mapayam, Waka Payam, Wa'arad. We're going to read this in English. Genesis 46, 15 through 21.
Genesis 46, verse 15. And these are the sons of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob and Padanaram, and his daughter Diana. All the souls of his sons and his daughters were 30 and 3. Verse 16. And the sons of Gad, Ziph.
Real quick. All the souls of his sons and his daughters were 30 and 3. He had 33 kids. 33 kids. Now, real quick. It says, all the sons of his sons and daughters was 33, right? Do you think one woman had 33 kids? Do you think one woman wants to bear 33 kids? I don't think. I know there's women that wants a whole bunch of bunch of kids, but I dare to say that she does not want to bear 33 of them by herself. Now, that's food for thought right there. Come on now. Let's keep going.
Verse 16, Genesis 46, verse 16. And the sons of Gad, that's Xiphon?
Zilpha,
Salakia, and Haggai, and Shunai, and Esbon, and Eri, and Aharadai, and Areli. Verse 17. And the sons of Asher, Jimnah and Isha and Izui and Beriah and Shira, their sister. And the sons of Beriah, Heber.
What verse are you on?
Verse 17 at the
okay.
Where it says Heber and Malchai. Verse 18. And I mean, so like these are the sons of Zilpha, whom Laban gave to Leah his daughter, and these she bare unto Jacob, even 16 souls. Verse 19. And the sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, Joseph and Benjamin. Verse 20. And unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, which as Asenath, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On, bare unto him. Verse 21. And the sons of Benjamin were Bela and Becher and Ashbel and Jira and Naaman, Ehi and Rosh, Muppim, Salakia, and Humpim and Ard.
Most are in Christ. No sweat. Yeah. We all right. We here teaching out, you know what I'm saying, holding a high holy day, which is a Sabbath. Most High calls this a high holy day, and we're doing what we're commanded to do. Yeah, we straight. But the water for asking, you know what I'm saying? Princess Maya Call says, Shalom, sir, if I may. Jacob bare 12 sons, correct? Which were the start of the 12 tribes. Yes, he is a progenitor of the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Jacob, his name was changed to Israel. He bore 12 sons that, yes, created, all this. Right. You know what I'm saying? So-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, I should say. The rulers, the rightful rulers of this earth. According to God, not according to me. We're going to get this next one, Genesis 46, 22 through 28. Yeah. You can take that, Baruch Shah.
Genesis chapter 46, verse 22 in Hebrew. I got you. Allah, Banya, Rakal, Ashar, Yalad, La, Ya'ikwa, Kal, Napash, Arabaiha, Ishar, verse 23, Wabanya, Dun, Kashayam. Yes, like verse 24, Wabanya, Napalathia. Second, that's wrong. It's Napathalia.
Napathalia.
Okay, Napathalia. Yakataza all.
Yakataza all.
Nakataza all. Got it. Wagawanya. Wayatazar. Washalam. Verse 25. Alaha. Bunya. Balaha. Ashar. Nathan. Laban. Larakal. Bathwa, Wathalad, Af, Alaha, Laya Aikwab, Kal, Napash, Shabai, or Shabaiha, right? Shabai should be the last word on 26. I mean, above 25.
You said last word on
25. It should be Shabai.
Shabai, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Shabai. Verse 26. Kal, Hanapash.
Oh,
sorry, Hanapash. Haba La Ya'aiqua Matazarium Yatazaya Yarakwa Malabad Nasha Bunya Ya'aiqua Cow Napash Shashayim Washasha, right? Washash. Verse 27. Wabunya, Yawasap, Ashar, Yalad, Lawa, Bamatazarium, Napash, Shunyam, Kal, Hanapash, Labayath, Ya'aiqua, Haba'ah, Matazarium. Matazarium. I see it. Shaba'ayim, verse 28. Wa'af, Yahawada, which is Jacob. Shalak.
No. That's Judah.
Judah. I'm say it's like Yahawada, Shalak, Lapunua, Al, Yawasap.
That's Joseph.
Khan. Lahaw, it's like it. Lahawa Rath. Lapunua, Gashana, Wayaba'awa, Arataza, Gashan, was 29.
That's it. That's okay. Most right. All right. Princess Maya Call says, and he bare those sons with 12 different ribs, correct, in order to start the 12 tribes. Just asking to brighten my understanding. Okay. No. Jacob had 4 wives, Rachel and Leah, and they 2 of their, and Rachel had another handmaid that she gave to her husband that became one of his ribs, and then Leah had one of her handmaids that went on to Jacob that became one of his ribs. So the 12 children came from 4 different women. Just to give you some understanding, Rachel and Leah was the first 2, which was sisters, which is not unlawful, but I think it is unlawful now. It's I ain't gonna say it's frowned upon, but it's advised not to. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's advised not to. Don't do that. Right. That's just you just want. You know what I'm saying? You just invite court and trouble. You just court and headache. You know what I'm saying? Just having one rib. Maybe I ain't gonna say a challenge. Maybe a handful. You know what I'm saying? Having more than one rib, maybe a little more handful. But then to deal with that familial, aspect of it, you just asking for it. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's like I'm gonna come to you real quick. What's that? That's like you know what I'm saying? There's a protest going on downtown, a certain area, and you just gonna go speeding through there, just even though there's gonna be police over there. You know what I'm saying? Right. You just gonna do something illegal in front of, you can go in front of the police station and just do something, to cause them to come and talk to you. Hey, why you want to do it? So just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? just don't do that. You had a question?
So like you, sir, I was gonna say it wasn't his intent to have 2 sisters, correct?
Yes.
He was tricked.
Yes, he was tricked. He didn't want the sisters like that. You know what I'm saying? He wanted Rachel. Was it Rachel or was it Leah?
I believe it was Rachel.
It was Rachel. He wanted Rachel, and the father was like, "Work for me 7 years, and then you can have her." Right? He worked them 7 years. You confused? Okay, what's your confusion? You said you confused. Just type in what are you confused about, and then I'm gonna finish the story. So he wanted Rachel. The father said, "Work for me 7 years." He was like, "All right, I'm gonna work for you 7 years." At the end of the 7 years, right, they had he was like, "All right, you can have my daughter," right? But he was like, "Damn, this dude, multiplied my wealth exponentially. You know what I'm saying? I need to have him some more. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what he said was, he was like, he got him mad drunk. He got him look it up. That's another thing. Everybody trying to look you up, Right. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a setup, but just beware. Just beware, right? So he went into the marriage chamber. Thinking that is Rachel, right? When he woke up, after he did the do, he was all liquored up after he did the do. I know some of y'all out there, you get liquored up and then you wake up, you like, what the did I just do? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell on yourself. I'm just saying, this is not the first time someone went to bed in the marriage chamber, liquored up and woke up to somebody that, somebody else, right? So when he woke up, he was like, oh, this is Leah. He went to Jacob. He went to Laban and was like, "Yo, what was going on? We had an agreement. I worked for you 7 years. You supposed to give me Rachel." He was like, "Well, our custom is the younger daughter can't get married before the older daughter." And he was like, "If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have worked for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have done it." Right. He was like, "Well, you broke it, you bought it. You broke the seal, you bought it. That's your wife. That's your rib now." And he was like, "Well, I wanted her." He was like, "All right. Work for me 7 more years." He was like, "You mother." All right. Okay. I'm gonna do it. And he worked 7 more years, and then he probably didn't get drunk that time. He probably did. They didn't say he did. I'm not sure if he said he didn't. I'm just thinking like he tricked me once. I'm gonna stay sober until at least the next night, and then I can get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Make sure who it is. Okay, this is what I want. But that's how he wound up with 2 sisters. And I believe in the scripture, I believe it says, you really shouldn't. You should just stay away from the familial thing. You know what I'm saying? It's going to cause some problems, some issues. Yeah. Just like it caused some problems and some issues right here. Not right here, but it did. If you actually read it in the scripture, it caused some issues. Okay, so she says, of the seeds came from the father. How does 12 different tribes come out of it when he is one tribe? My question is not to get stuck on the fact of him having multiple wives. No problem. Okay. So a tribe, you know what I'm saying? 12 different people, right? I understand what you're saying. But just like when Jacob and Esau was born, there was 2 different people inside the womb, right? The scripture says that the Most High is going to make Abraham, a father of many nations, right? And I think what you're thinking, different tribes, you're taking tribes as nations. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're saying. What a tribe is an extremely large family. Extremely large family. That's what a tribe is. All right. So he had 12 sons, and out of those 12 sons, each of those sons had an extremely large family. So when you have, just like we just read where one of them had 30 kids, right. You know what I'm saying? 30 sons and daughters. You multiply that, you know what I'm saying? Each of them have, 4 or 5 kids. That multiplies, exponentially. You go down the line 2 or 3 generations. That small family has become a tribe in itself. Right. So when you're thinking, why, how does it become 12 tribes? Each of those kids had a ton of kids. And then those kids had a ton of kids. They made a tribe. They're still under one family. Right. One nation, the nation of Israel. It's just, the Johnson family, you know what I'm saying? The Green family, the Suarez family. You know what I'm saying? The Lopez family. Each of them has an extremely, extremely large family, which turned into a tribe.
Mm-hmm. If I may, like get a good understanding, like Ancestry.com, everybody love going to that. They have what you call a family tree, like a graph sheet. You can see this father right here with this mother, and then you add that branch off, and then this family, and that branch off, and that family, and they have sons and daughters. But all collectively, we are one nation, we're one family, one big family.
Yeah, yeah. So don't try and confuse, or don't confuse a tribe with a nation. There's 12 tribes, but they're all under the umbrella of Israel. So a tribe is an extremely large family. That's what that is. There's one brother I know says he wanted to have, what's the number? He said 40. He wanted to have 48 sons. I'm like, man, you got to get to work. You behind the track. Right. 48 sons. You got to factor in. You have a few daughters in there.
Right.
48. That's a lot of wrestling.
And if I may too, I know because some sisters might go off for looks too, like that confuses them as well, because they think it's impossible for a brother in the hood to have they look at their hair difference and think they like totally different. They from another country or something, but we still the same body. Right. We can, like Esau and Jacob, like you brought up, Esau was red and Jacob was natural. Like it's color. I mean, the color and the dynamics of his face structure don't mean anything. It goes off the seed of the father.
It goes off the seed of the father. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, just type in what part doesn't, you don't understand. Okay, so she says, okay, I hear what you're saying, but how does that become the 12 tribes where we as a people can say I'm Judah or etc.?
Go back to the seed of your father. You are your father's household.
Hold on, I'm just trying to understand the question. So he says, I hear what you're saying, but how does that become the 12 tribes? Okay, so according to the scripture, Genesis 49 chapter, Jacob in his final days was telling each of his kids what
blessings.
The blessings, but he's telling them how you will be identified in the future. You know what I'm saying? So based off of Genesis the 49th chapter, what Jacob was saying, Israel was saying, he told each of his sons, you know what I'm saying, gave them characteristics where you can be identified. And that's how we go off of that scripture. You know what I'm saying? We seen what they were talking about, and we matched that up with the people who fit that description.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a street sign. You know what I'm saying? Some people will live, between 49th and Lexington and whoever's on between that section will be this people. Some people will live in the west side of the Mississippi. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Below the 39th parallel. So whoever lived in below the 39th, I don't know if that's a real thing, because that might be in South America. But anyway, below the 39th parallel, west of the Mississippi or east of the Mississippi, are these people. So that's what it is. And so she says, what tribe was Jacob? Jacob is a nation. Everything that comes out of him is different tribes. So Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, he is the nation, the progenitor of the Israelites. Okay. All right, all his sons are and daughters are Israelites. You know what I'm saying? They came from him. All right, so a nation of Israel. Did you have something?
So can I give a quick example?
Go ahead.
Like prime example, going back to Genesis 49, verse 19, it say Gad, which is so-called Native American Indians. It say a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome in the last. And we all know that Native Americans, this is their land. They've been conquered by a troop of nation of people, by Edomites, which is white people. And that prophecy fits this scripture. And that's how you can figure out what tribes. And we also know Native American Indians, they have different tribes and their own little families. Mm-hmm. Like you got the Blackfoot, you got the what's some other ones?
You got Cherokee, you got Cherokee. The Apache, you got the Navajo. You know, right. What I'm saying? You got all these different tribes within Gad,
right?
God, that's actually how it's pronounced. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how it's broken down and whatnot.
Okay.
All right. Where are we? Did we read it in English?
We're on the last one. We at Genesis 46:29 now.
No, we didn't. We didn't read the English part. Genesis 46:22 through 28. Yeah, let's read that part in English.
Genesis 46, verse 22. And these are the sons of Rachel, which were born to Jacob. All the souls were 14. Verse 23. And the sons of Dan, Hashem. Verse 24. And the sons of Naphtali and Giselle and Guni.
So real quick, verse 23, it said the sons of Dan, which is Hashem, and then it went on to the sons of Naphtali. If you know, Dan is one of the sons of Jacob, but there is no tribe of Dan. The reason why there's no tribe of Dan because he didn't have many sons. He had one son right here, and then just going down, it didn't have many more sons. So his family wasn't that big, so he was absorbed into Manasseh. If that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Verse 25. Verse 25. And the sons of Bilhah, which Laban gave unto Rachel his daughter, and she bare these unto Jacob. All the souls were 7. Verse 26. All the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, besides Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were 76. Verse 27. And the sons of Joseph, which were born him in Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, were 70.
So it says everybody, all the families, all the kids, everybody that Jacob had in his family was 70. Remember that. Remember that number. Everybody that came into Egypt was 70. 70 people came into Egypt. But we were left out with more. Right. We left out with more. There's one thing, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans know how to do, and that's regenerate.
Right.
We don't even regenerate on purpose. Right. That's how good we are. That's how blessed we are. Right. You know what I'm saying? It don't even be on purpose. It just be.
It's like y'all Latino sisters. You look at them, they have like 5-6 kids.
So even the the Benjamite sisters, you know what I'm saying, the Levi sisters, and how can I Judite sisters? I know my grandmother had. My grandmother had what, 11 kids? Damn, 11. 11.
Mama Gay was definitely played in that house.
right 11 kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's yeah that's one thing we know how to do, especially if things ain't going right. You know what I'm saying? When things ain't going right, we get right. You know what I'm saying? When things is going right, we get right. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. You got anything else? Is there anything?
Verse 28, sir.
28, let's get that.
Genesis 46, verse 28. And he sent Judah before him unto Joseph to direct his face unto Goshen. And they came into the land of Goshen.
So they came into Egypt, but they went into the land of Goshen, which I explained it before. Goshen is like a suburb of Egypt. Like you see DC is only, but so many miles and whatnot. But then you got PG County. A lot of people from PG claim DC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's right outside of DC. You got Arlington is right outside of DC, you know what I'm saying, right over the bridge. Even Alexandria, that's real closer to DC. That's where we were. You know what I'm saying? So like if you ever seen like I'm not even gonna say that. But it's Egypt, but it's outside of Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? It's Egypt, but it's outside of Egypt. Right. DC has a population of, I want to say it's like 500,000. residents. That's how many people is here. But during the week when people come to work, it swells up to over 2 billion people. You know how and everybody knows this because anybody who's been to DC, during a weekday, y'all know y'all gonna be stuck. Right. No matter where you go, uptown, downtown, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be traffic during the day. Because there's so much people that is not from DC that comes in to work or do business or whatever, party, whatever. Right. Then it gets so crowded. Don't go up to New York and Florida, man. Right. That's stupid. That's stupid. They've had construction there for I don't know how long. It is just I hate going by it. And if I had to turn up Florida or if I'm on Florida coming up New York, man, forget about it. You there 20 minutes at least. Right. At least during certain times of the day. Out of here, man. But that's the example I'm trying to say where, we're outside, but we're still close by. So when all the plagues happen, it's easier to understand that it happened to these niggas and not these niggas. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you're picking on what I'm putting down, they ain't niggas, but they niggas. Right. They niggas, but they niggas. You know what I'm saying? Right. It happened to them, but it didn't happen to us. And it was easier to picture that because you're in the DMV, but you're not in DC. Happened to them, didn't happen to us. Right. All right, let's keep reading. Let's get Genesis 46, 29 to 34, and then 47 and 1. If you could take that, Kagar.
Genesis chapter 46, verse 29.
Did you get the last one?
I got the last one. Come on.
All right, yeah. Let me take this one. Verse 29. Waya Asar Yawasap Mara Kabathwa Waya Al Lakwa Ra'af Yasha'ala Abiwa Gashana Waya Ra'a Alyawa Waya Paul Al Taza Wa Rayawa Waya Kab Slaya Waya Bak Al Taza Wa Aryawa Iwad, verse 30. Wayamar Yasha'ala Al Yawasap Ama Watha Hapa'im Akarya Ra'a Wathya Ath Panayak Kaya Iwadak Chaya, verse 31. Wayamar Yawasap Al Akiwa Wa'al Bayath Abiwa Aila Wa Gayada Lapa Ra'ai Wa Amara Alyawa Akya Wa Slakya Wabayath Abya Ashar Barataza Kana'ain Ba'awa Alya, verse 32. Waha Anashim Ra'aya Taza'an Kaya Anashya Makwa Na Hayawa, what is a anama? Waba Kwaram, Wakal, Ashar, Laham, Haba Ya'awa, verse 33. Wahaya, Kaya, Yakwa Ra'a, Lakam, Para'ai, Wa Mar, Maha, Ma Aishiyakam, verse 34. Wa'a Marat, Slaki, Wa'a Maratham, Anasha, Makwana, Hayawa, Ibajika, Mana'ai War Yanawa, Wa Iwad, Slaki, Wa'id, Itha, Gum, Anakanwa, Gum, Abba Abath Yanwa, Ba Iba War, Thashabwa, Ba'arataza, Kashun, Kaya, Thawa, Ibath, Matazarium, Kal, Slakia, Ra'ai, Taza'an, Genesis 47 and 1. Waya Ba'a, Yawasap, Waya God, Lapa, Ra'ai, Waya Mar, Abyawa, Wa'akia, Wataza, Anama, Waba Kwaram, Wakal, Ashar, Laham, Ba'awa, Ma Arataza, Kana'ain, Wa Hanama Baradaza Gashan. We're going to get that in English.
Genesis 46, verse 29. And Joseph made ready his chariot and went up to meet Israel, his father, to Goshen, and presented himself unto him. And he fell on his neck and wept on his neck a good while. Verse 30. And Israel said unto Joseph, now let me die, since I have seen thy face, because thou art yet alive. Verse 31. And Joseph said unto his brother and unto his father's sight, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and deal kindly and truly with me. Bury me not, I pray thee, in Egypt. Verse 30. But I will lie with my fathers, and thou shalt carry me out of Egypt, and bury me in their burying place. And he said, I will do as thou hast said. Verse 31. And he said, swear unto me. And he sware unto him. And Israel bowed himself upon the bed's head.
So he says, don't even, when I go, I'm gonna go. When I go, I don't even want to be buried here. This is not our homeland. This is not where we're supposed to be. But bury me where our fathers were buried, right? And if you know anything about this, you know, when we were taken up out of Israel, they carried his bones, dug up his bones, and carried him up out of Egypt, and took him into our homeland. Let's keep reading.
Genesis 47, 1. And it came to pass after these things that one told Joseph, behold, thy father is sick, and he took with him his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim.
Hold on, where are you at? 47 and 1, yeah.
Then Joseph came and told Pharaoh and said, my father and my brethren and their flocks and their herds and all that they have are come out of the land of Canaan, and behold, they are in the land of Goshen.
Most High in Christ. Behold, they're in the land of Goshen now. There's a reason why he's telling them telling Pharaoh about that, and it's the reason why he put them in Goshen in the first place. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna read that, you know, next week, Lord allow. Why he did that. You had a question?
Nah.
Anybody else have anything before I close it out? Anybody else online have any questions or anything they need clarified? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and type that in the chat. We'll get to it before we close it out. And Princess Maya Call, that was some good questions. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions like this, or you're not understanding something, this is how the way you ask it. This is where you're supposed to go to get your questions answered. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead, type it in chat. If you're coming up with a question during the week and you can't get a hold of somebody, write it down. Next class, bring it up. All right. With that, men up here, imagine, which means to stand. On you, Kugar.
La Yashala.
Yep. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins to prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
You want to stand at margins? Hands down, feet together. Mind Shabbat, feet apart. Boom. Now come back to margin. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Most high first.
Eyes on you.
Slacky. Amaja, which means to stand. Wapayan Hapadan, which means turn and face the east. You want to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, if you have to read. Abanawa. Shabbat Shamayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shimka. Yahweh. Malakavka. Sabbath. Ratazayaka. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Ba'aratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. The Thundernow. Lakam. Cow. Yawam. Wasalakina. Kabawatina. Kasalakina. Kabawatina. Wala'ah. Tabaya'ayana. Banasaya one. A ball. I was shining out. Mayan. Ride. Kaya. Laka. Hamalaka. Waha'ala. Wa'adaparu. I will love you.
Amen.
In the name of our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. Deliver us. From evil. Thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
You want to say, I'll cop the power in Hebrew. You have to be Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Baba Kasha. The Thundernow. Hakak. La'pa'ah. Kamaka'Allah. Makal Marawa. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Hakak. Lahakna. Hamatna. Hakak. Arakawa. Hatama Allah. Lagarashun. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Wada Aman.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the leper. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
You want to say, bless Israel in Hebrew, repeat after me.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua. Barak Lanaw. Wayasha'Allah.
Wahabiyah.
Sapari.
Barak.
Rapah.
Magun.
Ba'ashem Yahushua. Wada Aman.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect. Our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Once it's Psalms 121 in Hebrew, repeat after me. Asha'ah.
Ayun.
Ahahori. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izari. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Shamayim. Wa'aratazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Regal. Al-Yanawam. Shamar. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yahishun. Shamar. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tizalaka. Al-Yah. Yumyuka. Yawamah. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakal. Wayarak. Walayallah. Yahweh. Yashamar. Makara. Yashamar. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'ath. Wabawa'ath. Ma'athah. Wa'ai Awalam.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills. From whence cometh my help?
Which cometh from my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve
from
thee
all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say in Psalms 83, the Hebrew repeat after me. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Al-Damaya Laka.
Al-Damaya
Laka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Dakarash.
Al-Tashakwa.
Al-Dashakwa.
Al. Kayahanna.
Kayahanna.
Awiyabika.
Awiyabika.
Yahamma Yawan.
Yahamma Yawan.
Mashanayika.
Mashanayika.
Nasha'aw.
Nasha'aw.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Amka.
Ya'arayamba.
Ya'arayamba.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayata Ya'aitizawa.
Wayeta Ya'aitizawa.
Al-Tazaka Wanyaka.
Al-Zapawanyika.
Amal.
Amar.
Lakaw.
Lakaw.
Wanakakina.
Kagagida.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yasakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yasha'al.
Sham Yasha'al.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'aitizawa.
Nawa'aitizawa.
La.
La.
Dakaw.
Dakaw.
Alyaka.
Aliyah.
Baya.
Barya.
Yakarafa.
Yakarafa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawan.
Adawan.
Wayashima Alia.
Wayashima'ai.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'aimawan.
Wa'aimawan.
Wamalak.
Wamalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Amyashabi.
Amyashabi.
Sazawu.
Tazawar.
Gamashawu.
Gamashawu.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aiman.
Imam.
Hayawai.
Hayawai.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Kasaya Sarah.
Kamaji.
Oh, sorry. Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasaya Sarah.
Kasaya Sarah.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Bonakol.
Bonakol.
Koyashua.
Koyashua.
Nashamabu.
Nashamabu.
Ba'ayanda Ira.
Ba'ayanda Ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
Ladama.
Shayatamba.
Shayatamba.
Nadiyabu.
Nadiyabu.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Because of Abba.
Because of Abba.
Because of Ba.
Because of Ba.
Because of Zamana.
Because of Zamana.
Kanasaya Kamba.
Kanasaya Kamba.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amar.
Amar.
Nayir Rashad.
Nayir Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatamba.
Shayatamba.
Kagagu.
Kagagu.
Kakwash.
Kwash.
Lapanya Rakah.
Lapanya Rakah.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Saba Ira Ya Ira.
Saba Ira Ya Ira.
Wakala Haba.
Wakala Haba.
Salahat.
Salahat.
Haryan.
Haryan.
Khan.
Khan.
Doradat.
Doradat.
Basa Ira.
Basa Ira.
Wabasa Wapaf.
Wabasa Wapaf.
Sabah Halam.
Sabah Halam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwash.
Wayabakwash.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yabasha.
Yabasha.
Wayabahawi.
Wayabahawi.
Ayja'ai.
Ayja'ai.
Wayakapar.
Wayakapar.
Wayabad.
Wayabad.
Wayada'aiwa.
Wayada'aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Athab.
Athab.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Labak.
Labak.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Alkaharadazah.
Alkaharadazah.
Tawaraman.
Tawaraman. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Lo.
For lo.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Exalted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come,
Come.
and let's cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
The name of Israel.
The name of Israel.
May be no more remembrance.
No more remembrance.
They have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
One consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
the
thee.
tabernacle of Edom.
Tabernacle of Edom.
And Ishmaelites.
And Ishmaelites.
Moab.
And Moab.
And Hagarine.
And Hagarine.
Baal and Ammon.
Baal and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
The Shur is also joined with them.
And Shur is also joined with
But they have hope in the children of Lot.
them. Hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to
As
Jabin.
the brook of Shar.
As the brook of Shar.
Perished at Endor.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became
Done for the
Make
earth.
their nobles like a ram.
Make their
And
nobles
And
like
like Ze'ev.
Like Ze'ev.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As a Ba.
As a Ba.
And as a Muna.
And as a moon.
Who said,
Who said,
let us take to
Let
ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
house of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of our possession.
Hold my power.
Hold my power.
Make them like the wheel.
Make them like a
As
wheel.
a stubble before the wind.
Stubble for the
As
wind.
a fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burns the
And as
wood.
a flame set the mountains on
As the
fire.
flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
Persecute them.
with thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid
Make them afraid.
with thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
And they may seek thy name.
They will seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let it be confounded.
Let them be
And
confounded.
trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let it be put to shame.
Let it be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know
That men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone,
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high,
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to see the blessings in Hebrew. repeat after me. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayah.
Wa Alahayah.
Mataza Bayah.
Mataza Bayah.
Alawap Yahanna.
Alawap Yahanna.
Ha Alawapi.
Ha Alawapi.
Ha Saraya.
Ha Saraya.
Ha Kwatsi Yori.
Ha Kwatsi Yori.
Ha Koya Yori.
Ha Koya Yori.
Wa Wapi.
Wa Wapi.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Shim Yahweh Shah.
Ba Shim Yahweh Shah.
Wada
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
The man and general Yahanna.
The man and general Yahanna.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And assistants.
And assistants.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to say the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
All things living.
All things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
And evils and curses.
And evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
Speak against us.
Our prophets.
Our prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
And evils and curses.
And evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
Churches of the rich of Israel.
Churches of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to get to the school.
That refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into that sanctuary.
To enter into our sanctuary.
To the evils and curses.
To the evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And the drug dealers.
And the drug dealers.
Court system. Prison system.
Planned
Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology. Militia.
Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Works of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet. Any airways. Cable access channel. Radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way or try and stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of feet and the murderer that Yahuwah Shah. Michael and Gabriel down with the flying saucers. Punish all the heathens that come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause to be known by all. It is the angels that have done it. Cause to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake it thy coming. In the name of Yahuwah. Thank you always. So be it.
Sorry, which means to turn. Sis may be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Majid Shabbat, I Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Sah, which means to turn. Sister may stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sister one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Majid Shabbat, I Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh class dismissed.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.